Hello everyone, I'm back from having my Incognitos placed today, just the brackets. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. My tongue feels okay, feels fine. The assistant said that that it would feel a little bit raw, like I've burned it on pizza or scratched it on a hard crust or something. But it hasn't started to feel like that today. Maybe I haven't spoken too much yet, so we'll see how tomorrow goes when I'm talking a lot more. Overall, it's great. It was fine, and the only thing is that I have this lisp, and I will have to just practice and get used to it. So as you can see, you can't see the braces at all. So I'll give you a nice big smile. And even as I talk, you can't really see the braces. So I will show you what it looks like. I'll get closer. So they're not on all of my teeth yet. I'll show you the top as well. They're not on all of my teeth. There are 4 that they didn't put on because those are the ones that are going to be extracted. So, so they didn't bother with that. There's one tooth here that's a little too twisted for them to get the bracket on. So that's going to go on sometime later. Let me talk about the process. I did take my Sudafed before I went to the orthodontist's office. They seated me in a chair and just immediately began to clean my teeth on the back side of my teeth. They sanded it. I've never had this before. It's kind of like they were blasting some sort of chalky, sandy, and it was like lemony type of thing onto my teeth. And it was really just to clean everything off of it. It left a lot of sand at the bottom of my mouth, and as they were going, it was very terrible. It was really dry, like having chalk in my mouth. And once they finished with that, I went and brushed my teeth and rinsed it all out. I had a hard time getting the little gritty, grainy sand out of my mouth, but I just kept at it, and they said it'll be fine, don't worry about it if I don't get all of the little pieces. So then I went back to the chair, and they put a lip separator that went kind of here and on the top and the bottom to keep my lips open. And then they also put in a tongue holder, and it was pretty deep in my mouth. It was a little uncomfortable at first, but they got it in, and I kind of felt like I needed to swallow something. My throat was a little like I felt like I had some liquid just right at the base of my throat, and I kept trying to swallow, and I kept trying to breathe out of my nose, and it was a little bit uncomfortable, but once I was able to just kind of swallow a couple of times and then just breathe, and I kept breathing both through my throat and through my nose. I did a little bit of yoga breathing, not ujjayi breath, but just calm breathing, and I was okay. And I actually liked having that tongue holder there because I had something to put my tongue onto. I could just push my tongue right against it, and it made me feel a lot better, like I had some sort of stability, something to hold on to in my mouth. So once they put that in, they applied a gel sealant on the inside of my teeth, and just like the ortho went onto each tooth, applying the sealant and then blowing it. I think they rinsed it afterwards, and then they used the dryer to dry it out. They were doing a lot to keep my entire mouth dry. They had like a hose, a sucker, sucking the liquid out of my mouth. And they were using it dryer to dry off my teeth. Then we went into the glue phase. So the assistant, another assistant came, and there were trays with my brackets inside of them, and I'm going to show you that picture right now. The trays had the brackets inside of them, and they applied the glue to the brackets while inside of the tray on the back side of the brackets, while the ortho applied the glue on the back side of my teeth. And they started with my bottom set first, and then they took the tray and they pushed it onto my teeth and held it there for 3 minutes while the glue set. And then they pulled the tray off, and it was a little tough. They said, you know, there's going to be some pressure on your teeth, and they just kind of pulled it out, and they needed to take scissors at times to kind of get the thing to come out, and that was fine. And then they did the other set, the top set as well. And then what happened after that? There was also one bracket that was not inside of the tray, because of the way that it fit. They supplied it separately, and so the ortho just went and applied that one separately. After that, I was told to go rinse. It was a terrible, terrible taste. The glue tasted absolutely horrid, and I just kept trying to rinse it out. I don't know what kind of glue it is. I don't know how unhealthy it is for you. All I know is that I could taste it. There were bits inside of my mouth, and then I went back to the chair, and the ortho then tried to remove the excess glue and make sure that my teeth weren't glued together in between my teeth, and quite a few of them were. So she's picking with the dental pick, and also using floss to kind of make sure that she could get between my teeth. And that took a long time, actually, and I could feel little bits of glue coming out. Now, one thing that I noticed when I came home, I kept finding more glue on the outside, and there's one tooth here. Looks like it has a fracture in it, but I'm sure it's fine. I've never seen it before. And maybe it's just the glue on top of it or something. Okay, so the last thing that they did was they checked my bite. I was biting in the back, kind of down onto the brackets, and they took those little carbon papers and had me go chop, chop, chop on top of it so they could see where my teeth were hitting. And there were a couple where I was biting onto the bracket, so the ortho kind of shaved down. I don't know if he shaved down my tooth or the bracket or what he did, but he took one of those, I think it was both, the tooth and the bracket, so that they weren't hitting anymore. And that fixed it. Now I am hitting on the bracket on my front teeth, but he said that's fine because the way these are designed, I'm hitting on a place where it's just kind of pushing against my teeth, and so it won't come off that way. The ones in the back, he's saying, like, if my teeth are like this and I'm hitting the bracket against my tooth, it's fine. But he said the back ones, the bracket, if this is my tooth and the bracket sitting here and I'm chomping down on top of it, that bracket could easily come off. So that's why he was fixing it, so I wasn't chomping on it back there. He said that my bite would move because of all the stuff in my mouth, and it has. I want to bite more forward. I'm biting all over the place now in places I wouldn't usually. But it feels okay. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised because I thought that I could be completely out of it today, and I thought I would be completely out of it tomorrow. Here are some models of my teeth. This is the before. Here you can see it from the front, so what my teeth look like now. And here's from the side. You can see the overbite here. And again, here's from another side. These are the models of my teeth, what they'll look like in the future in 2 years. There are fewer teeth there, so it's smaller, but looks beautiful.